there friends, it's Mandy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are talking all about Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, also known as alternate nostril breathing. So whenever you're ready, let's get into it. Hello there everyone. Today we are continuing our breathwork series. A while back I did a couple of videos on breathwork. I believe I did one on square breathing. I did another one on 3-part breath, that deep yogic breath. So if you haven't watched those, I highly recommend checking those out, particularly the video on 3-part breath. I will link that down below in the description box. That is actually going to be the foundation for our alternate nostril breathing. So if you're unfamiliar with that, I highly recommend going and checking out that video before jumping into this one. But before we get into actually how we practice Nadi Shodhana, I wanted to give you all a little bit of background information on really what it is and why we do it. First, I'm going to have a sip of tea. Comment down below what lovely beverage you are sipping on while watching this video. I'm drinking a really lovely strawberry herbal tea today. I have no idea what's in it, but it has actual chunks of strawberries in it, and it is just delightful. So let me know what you're sipping on right now. But back to Nadi Shodhana. So with our alternate nostril breathing, what is a nadi? So a nadi is essentially an energy channel that runs through the body. Our bodies actually have thousands of these nadis running through them, but there are 3 main nadis that we are going to talk about with regards to our alternate nostril breathing. So the 3 main nadis that run throughout the body is the Ida, which flows on our left side of our body, the Pingala, which flows on the right side of our body, and the Sushumna, which flows right up and down the center. That is the main energy channel that runs through the body. So with the Sushumna running through the center part of our body, the Ida and the Pingala kind of flow in and out, crisscrossing at various points along the Sushumna. Now, where each of those nadis, the Ida, Pingala, and the Sushumna come together, that actually forms a main energy center in the body, which are known as our chakras, or those energy wheels. So within the traditional chakra system, there are 7. So essentially 7 points within the body that the Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna all crisscross together. Now the Ida, as I mentioned, that flows along the left side of the body and is associated with that kind of lunar, cooling, very like feminine energy. It is also associated with the parasympathetic nervous system, so right, that rest and digest mode of our body. And on the right side of our body, we have the Pingala, which is very kind of solar, fiery, more masculine energy, and that is associated with the sympathetic nervous system, so very much that fight or flight stress response. So the Ida is more of that very like calming, nurturing, relaxed energy, whereas the Pingala, on the other hand, is a little bit more fiery, high energy, a little bit more associated with that stress response in the body. So as we practice Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing, we are essentially working to bring the Ida and the Pingala in balance with one another. So if this is a perfect breathing technique if you're feeling a little bit off balance, maybe you're feeling a little bit sluggish, a little bit tired, maybe the Ida is a little bit flowing a little bit stronger and we need to activate more of that Pingala energy. And on the other side, maybe you're feeling like really nervous, high energy, having a really hard time calming down, then maybe the Pingala is a little bit overactive and we need to kind of fire up the Ida a little bit more. So that is essentially kind of the background information, the very, very short version, the background information for what Nadi Shodhana is and why we practice it. So now we are getting into the how do we actually go about doing this breath technique. So as I mentioned earlier, if you have not already checked out my 3-part breath video, I highly encourage doing that now, as getting into that deep yogic breath is the foundation, and then adding this alternate nostril breathing is another layer that we add on to that if you're already familiar. So we're going to start by taking our dominant hand. So for me, that's my right hand. And I'm going to show you a few different ways that you can hold your hand to kind of help block off each side of the nose. Now, I will say if you're feeling really congested or stuffy, then by all means, you don't have to use your hand to block off the nose at all. You can just kind of imagine that you're breathing in and out of each side of your nostril. And I have done that myself and actually noticed a still just as powerful of an effect of this breath work. But if our nose is clear and we are able to, we're going to take our dominant hand. Now, how I was taught to do this is you take your pinky finger and your ring finger and kind of cross them around each other like so. Fold in your middle 2 fingers, then you have your thumb out and then your ring finger and pinky finger crossed like so. However, if this feels extremely awkward or uncomfortable having your fingers crossed like this, then just have your thumb and pinky out and then just fold your middle 3 fingers in, and then you can kind of alternate like so or like so. I've also seen some people rest, use just the one hand. This feels super awkward to me. I have a really hard time doing this, but they rest their fingers on their third eye essentially, and then use their hand like so. Again, that might work for you. It doesn't work for me, so I just like to fold my middle fingers in. Another option, if this just isn't working with your hand, you can just use your pointer finger like so, and then just switch side to side. So pick whichever hand movement works best for you. Again, I'm going to cross my pinky finger, my ring finger, folding in my middle 2 fingers. So now, of course, you're welcome to watch me for these first couple of rounds, or you're also welcome to just close your eyes and listen. But I'm essentially going to show you how it works, and then I am going to invite us all to close our eyes, and then I will guide you through a few rounds of breath that you can practice on your own. So we're going to start. So we're going to bring our dominant hand up near our face. Now, have your elbow kind of resting down near your side. You don't want your elbow way out because your arm can get really tired. So have your elbow just resting on your side here. And now you're going to take one finger. For me, that's my thumb, whichever finger is on the right side. And you just want to very gently compress that nostril in. Now, you don't want to press your nostril in so hard that you're talking really funny. You don't want to press your nostril in so hard that when you release your nostril, your nose kind of gets stuck to your septum there. So just very, very gentle, just gently enough to kind of close off that airway there. So we're going to very gently close off our right side. Take a deep breath in with our left. Pause at the top. Release your right side of your nose, gently close off your left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Pause, release the left side of the nose, gently compress the right side. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. And switch, releasing the right, closing off the left. Exhale. Inhale. And switch. Perfect. So you can let go of your hand now. So that is essentially, of course, taking it very, very slow. That is what our alternate nostril breathing looks like. So let us all kind of close our eyes, and I will guide you through a few rounds of breath. So close your eyes here. And before we find our hand, let's just take a deep breath in. With a sigh, let it go. Beautiful, seal your lips. Again, let's just take one deep breath in through our nose. And out through our nose, gently breathing through our belly. Excellent. Breathing deeply through our belly here. Let's gently find our hand position. So whatever feels best for you. We're going to bring our dominant hand up near our face, and we're keeping that elbow relaxed down to our body. And then with our eyes closed, we're going to take a deep breath out. Gently close off the right side of the nose. Inhale through the left. Pause. Switch sides. Release the right. Close off the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Switch. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Beautiful. I invite you to keep going for a few more rounds at your own pace. And continuing to breathe very deeply through your belly here, nice and slow. Relax your shoulders. One more full round. Once you've done both nostrils evenly, gently release your hand down, resting your hands comfortably in your lap. Keep your eyes closed. And just allow your breath to return back to its own normal rhythm. Gently noticing how your breath may or may not have changed. And just notice generally how you are feeling. Notice if there are any subtle shifts within your mind or within your body after practicing just a very small round of our Nadi Shodhana. But even though we haven't done that long of a pranayama practice, it is still incredibly powerful and definitely something that we can feel the effects of. Perfect. Allow your eyes to very softly flutter open. Perfect. Great job, you guys. If you have any questions about this, please don't hesitate to drop a comment down below. And this is a wonderful breathing practice to do really whenever you're just feeling a little bit off kilter, whenever you're feeling a little bit unbalanced. You just kind of need to allow yourself to recenter and focus throughout the day. So again, you might just do a few rounds of breath like we did. You might try and do about 30 seconds, working our way up to a minute. I know when I first started practicing alternate nostril breathing, I got kind of dizzy if I did it for too long. So if you notice yourself feeling a little bit dizzy, I do encourage you to just release your hand down, return to your normal breath, and just know that that is totally normal, right? Pranayama is just like our asana practice. Pranayama is a practice, so it's something that we build up to. So with time, you will be able to sustain longer sessions of our alternate nostril breathing. So with that, I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. And as always, the love, the light, and the darkness within me sees, honors, and recognizes the love, the light, and the darkness within you. Bye, guys.